All three men were taken to the hospital, two of them in critical condition. Police are looking for the shooter, and they are also trying to determine a motive. A skateboarder in South Carolina got pushed off his board by a cop, and of course the whole thing was caught on tape. Take a look. You see the teen riding his board along a concrete bench. When the officer shoves him off, the boy falls into a bush. Skateboarding in downtown Charleston is against the law, but police are now investigating whether that officer might have gone too far. That's the sound of a once legendary record store going on the auction block. Everything from store merchandise, office supplies, and the actual 900-tower record buildings across the country were up for auction Tuesday in California. The bidding lasted about 6 hours. The controversy over the firings of 8 U.S. attorneys is boiling over on Capitol Hill today, where House Democrats are seeking subpoenas for top White House aides. The president is refusing to bend on the issue, which means the issue could eventually end up before the Supreme Court. Gwen Belton has the latest.
House Democrats wasted no time firing back this morning following President Bush's defiant refusal to allow his aides to speak under oath about the controversial firings of 8 federal prosecutors.
After 2 months of stonewalling, shifting stories, and misleading testimony, it is clear that we are still not getting the truth.
Democrats say the dismissals were politically motivated and voted to authorize subpoenas for top White House aides. Republicans, of course, see it differently.
I am a bit concerned that the authorizing of these subpoenas is a bit premature.
The president is willing to let former counsel Harriet Miers and advisor Paul Rose explain to committee members why the U.S. attorneys were replaced. The claimed public testimony would set a bad precedent.
We will not go along with a partisan fishing expedition aimed at honorable public servants.
With both sides refusing to blink, there's a chance this standoff could become a constitutional crisis and eventually be decided by the U.S. Supreme Court. In the meantime, the powerful Senate Judiciary Committee takes up the issue on Thursday, but it's already clear what key Democrats are looking for.
Conversation's fine, but let's have a conversation under oath with a transcript.
And not to be lost in this controversy is the status of Attorney General Alberto Gonzales, the man who insists we fire the prosecutors for poor performance issues, not political reasons. He got another pat on the back from President Bush Tuesday, but that likely won't stop critics from calling for his resignation. In Washington, Gwen Belton, News 13.
Well, it is a clear day out there, but just because it's the first full day of spring, you're still going to need a jacket. It's chilly out there. Max is back with your full forecast after the break.
The Anna Nicole investigation.
That prescription drug?
And Daniel Inquest bombshells. Plus, TV Guide's sexiest men and naked news. Next, E.T. The Subaru Dealers of New England All-Wheel Deal sales event is going on now. Buy a brand new 2007 all-wheel drive Subaru Outback, the best-selling wagon in America, priced $2,800 less than last year. Get an additional $750 cash back or 1.9% financing. Now only $21,445, or lease an Outback for only $239 per month. Go to NewEnglandSubaru.com for a list of local dealers. Lease an Outback for only $239 per month. A new doctor in the Anna Nicole saga surfacing. Then, anorexic, bulimic, suicidal, TV's new A&E intervention. And a top model CSI photo shoot. Next, Insider.
Right at 7:30 on WGME 13.
Save thousands during March Madness at O'Connor Chevrolet.
It's 07 3/4 ton extra cab HD.
It's a 4x4 V8.
100,000-mile warranty, just $23,990.
March Madness savings on Chevrolet at O'Connor, the GM capital of Maine. Exit 113, Augusta.
I'm Eric, and I just started a new criminal justice career. I'm David, and I just started a new criminal justice career.
I'm Michelle, and I just started a new criminal justice career.
Now I'm doing something I enjoy and making a good living.
Getting started was easier than I thought. I even qualified for financial aid.
Find your future in the criminal justice field at Andover College. For a brochure, call 888-26
Call now.
Now I make a difference every day.
Save thousands during March Madness at O'Connor GMC. This new 07 one-ton dump is a four-wheel drive automatic, 100,000-mile warranty, and just $26,990. March Madness savings on GMC at O'Connor, the GM capital of Maine. Exit 113 Augusta.
Breaking news, breaking weather, breaking stories. You're watching News 13 at noon.
Oh, it's a nice sunny day anyway, right?
Yeah, that looks like a nice sunny day. It is sunny, but it is very cold out there.
It is still cold.
Below zero in some locations to start the day on this first full day of spring.
That is hardly spring-like weather.
I know. After almost summer-like weather for the first part of winter, I guess Mother Nature likes to equal things out.
We always kind of crawl for summer around here.
It seems like that, especially maybe the last couple of years, very wet spring. And we do have a little bit of raindrops, a couple of raindrops in our forecast, Tim. And they will fall in the overnight hours tonight, and with temperatures below freezing, we do have to watch out for a little bit of freezing rain, pockets of freezing rain through the overnight hours tonight. So again, we do have to watch out for that. It could bring just some slick spots in many areas through the overnight hours tonight, especially after midnight. Looking at the satellite and radar imagery from this afternoon, notice all of the bright sunshine across almost all of the entire northeast. But off to the west, we are watching an area of low pressure, a weak area of low pressure, trekking towards the east coast. The bulk of this activity should brush the more northerly zones of the viewing area, but again, with temperatures below freezing tonight, we are expecting a few slick spots to develop, and that's why that is on the top of the headlines, because these slick roads are always an area of concern, especially when they arrive near the early morning commute. But milder air arrives for Thursday and Friday. A few flurries are possible this weekend, but otherwise, the weekend is looking A-okay. Our next 3 days, not looking too bad. In fact, we get back to springtime temperatures on Thursday and on Friday. We do have to watch out again for some freezing rain in the late night hours tonight into Thursday morning. But notice where we get up to tomorrow, 50 degrees, our morning low of 28, and that's why we are concerned with a few pockets of freezing rain, most areas below freezing to start with Thursday. And on Friday, we do see a few morning rain showers. Notice how we're above freezing. Again, in the mountain valleys, you can see a few pockets of freezing rain, but the big deal looks like Wednesday night to Thursday morning. Friday afternoon looking pleasant, 53 degrees. So again, once we get through today, the temperatures will start to warm. Speaking of cool temperatures, looking at 28 Sanford, Portland, only 25 in Brunswick and Augusta. Bill and Leeds calling in at 11 and 27 degrees. 30 in Freiburg and back up to 27 degrees in Berlin, New Hampshire. So after a below zero start, they are approaching that freezing point. The winds today, a lot less than yesterday. If you step outside, that'll probably be the most remarkable piece of the forecast today. The wind's much less than yesterday, and that is making it feel much nicer, although we are still talking about relatively cool temperatures. Notice the storm tracker imagery shows nicely all of the clear skies, temperatures in the 30s, so storm tracker really telling today's story nicely. As we head into tonight, I'll stop this at about 1 o'clock in the morning. Notice how we are below freezing in most areas with some precipitation falling. That is why we are concerned with some areas of freezing rain. The rain will be falling into below freezing temperatures, resulting in slick roads. But things do wind down quickly in the morning, and by 8 o'clock, I'm expecting us to be above freezing in most of southern Maine. Still tickling that freezing mark here through the northern sections of the viewing area. So we could have a few slick spots persisting for the morning commute here across the north and west. Should be done by the time the morning commute rolls around here in Portland. Friday morning, we see a few stray showers. Otherwise, it's looking to be a nice day. Highs in the afternoon reaching up to near 50 degrees. So our severe tracker, we do have it in the moderate category for Thursday morning due to the chance of some slippery roads. All in all, it doesn't look like a big deal for the morning. For the rest of today, mostly sunny. A few clouds arrive late, 30 to 38 degrees with a light southerly wind as high pressure crests overhead. Mostly cloudy, pockets of freezing rain arriving in the overnight hours tonight, 24 to 29 degrees. And your 7-day forecast really not looking all that bad. We do have a couple nice looking days. And then as we head towards the weekend, a few snow showers. But otherwise, it does look a lot like spring as we take a peek down that 7-day forecast. So
we're getting there.
Today. We're getting there. Exactly.
All right, thanks. Oh, looks nice on Friday. We're taking News 13 on the road. So far, our Spotlight series has taken you to Bath, Freeport, Lewiston, and the top of Sunday River. Well, this week, we're putting the spotlight on Portland. We'll hit the town with Bob Marley to see some of his favorite gems. We'll get an update on the plans for the Main State Pier, and we'll find out why world-famous designer Angela Adams chooses Portland as her home base. That's in 2 days, Friday at noon, right here on News 13. An amazing new procedure is helping heart patients in Maine recover from a debilitating condition. It's only being performed at one place in Maine. We'll take you there tonight, live at 5. And hold the soy sauce. A new study finds Chinese restaurant food is bad for your blood pressure and your waistline. Researchers say even the vegetable dishes aren't all that healthy.